Hey guys. So we're gonna apologize real quick. They didn't make up our room, so we are down in the hotel lobby area. There might be some people walking by. But oh well.
Might be a little noise. Just a little noisy.
I have this in it. Oh.
Yeah, we got this. We're gonna make sure everyone's all muted. And if you need to talk, you can always do that. Okay, everyone's good.
Hi guys.
Who's that? I didn't see who that was. Jimmy's on. Jen and Rick are on from the road. Hope you're driving safe. Hope everything's good. Rebecca's like, what is going on here?
Is that right?
It works. Oh, look at how cute.
She's so little. Can't hear us?
Hi, Crystal.
Can you hear us?
She just waved. She must have heard me.
Yes? Okay.
All right, guys. So,
hi, guys.
Hi. So it's a little past 6. I just didn't want to take up too much of everyone's time, but we had a crazy, amazing time in New Orleans. I wanted to start out this meeting kind of the same way that Paul and Jason started our training on yesterday. And just to let everyone know, Scott makes mistakes. You all know it. You've all seen it 100 times. And those of you that are still with me, I love you for believing in us and taking that in and kind of put it aside and know that I am working on me every single day and I am trying to be the best me I can. So if there are things that go on that maybe you're not okay with, it's okay to tell me. I don't take it personal. I may take it personal on my own in the side, and I won't take it out on you, but that's on me, not on you. I need to be better for me and for all of you to get you where you need to be, because that's what this is about. This is about getting every single person in this chat to the goals that you want to get to. I had a little chat with another leader this morning, and we equate it to whitewater rafting. So you guys are all coming on a whitewater rafting trip with me. And we get there, and there's this boat. And the boat is big enough for everybody here. But the guy in the front says, we can't get to where we're going unless we all paddle, right? Just impossible. We're going to run aground. We're not going to make it unless we all paddle. And secondly, it's going to be a bumpy-ass ride. So if you're not ready for that, it's okay to jump off and meet us at the end, or meet us in the middle, or meet us anywhere we stop. It's okay. And I have to be okay with people saying, you know what? This ride's a little too bumpy for me. I'm going to step off for a while. And I'm okay with that now. I hope everyone understands where I'm coming from and this analogy that's going on. Rebecca can't hear. Can everyone else hear? Am I just talking? Okay, good. So with that being said, I need everyone to be ready to say yes to you, and we will help you. If you're not ready, that's okay, but just tell me. We need communication. I don't want to push someone further than they want to be pushed, nor do I want to leave someone behind when they said, well, why didn't you push me a little harder? So that's all we need is better communication from myself as well. I will take full responsibility. You guys know that that's part of my deal. And that's where I'm at. So I had a rough weekend learning all this stuff about myself. I know Christy was by me with Kim and Jen, and they kind of witnessed some things that they probably shouldn't have, but it happens. And and I appreciate them for standing by when things got ugly. But all in all, we learned a lot. We had some craziness on Friday with Lenny Kravitz. How was that concert, those of you that were there? That was pretty nuts, right? Lenny just kept going, and it was so fun. And the leaders that we had on stage were just on fire. So different than Dallas this time, guys. They spoke to us. They spoke right to us, and I love that. I have a friend here on the line.
Before you bring her up, I just wanted to add to what Scott said too about this. You know, neither one of us have ever done anything like this before, especially me. We've owned businesses, and I think it's really hard, going from business owner to leader, because it's hard to get that boss leader mentality, different, instead of us trying. I hope you all know that we only want what's best for you in this. And I think sometimes we both come off, I know I do, a little strong, because I'm like, why aren't you doing this? Because I know it's going to help you grow, and I get frustrated. But it's not for me to try and push you to do something if you're not ready. That's up to you. So I need to learn to step back and be a better leader and a better listener, and not act like a boss. And I just want to apologize to anybody if I had ever come across that way.
We're not trying to be anyone's boss. We want the best for everyone. And if we see something, we get excited about it. And maybe you don't see it, or maybe you do see it and you say, you know what, I'm not ready for that yet. But it's okay to say that. And again, I'm going to push a little until you say, hey, dude, I'm good. And that's all right too. And remember that I said that. Remember that I said, hey, Scott, you told me it was okay. Stop. And that's all right. There's several people on this team that have already kind of said, hey, chill out. And that's good. Like, I love that. I respect that with people. When you have something going on and you come right to me and go, dude, I respect it. So just know that it's okay. And I'm not going to blast anyone. I'm really, really trying to be new.
And what might be important to us, maybe you have something else that's more important to you that you need to do that day, and maybe you can't make a Zoom that week. And you know what? That's okay. It's okay. Don't feel like you have to be on every Zoom and on every team call and everything that we do, because it's okay. You have to live your life as well, and this is the great thing about this business opportunity, is you fit it into your life. It's not you work your life around this business. You fit it into your life. You fit it into your day.
You good?
I'm good.
All right. Before we get into exactly what happened over the weekend and do our recap, I've got Ashley on here somewhere. Holy cow, pages and pages. Ashley, where are you on?
I'm on. Hey, Scott, can I hop on quick?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Hi, guys. It's Wendy. And baby. I got a sick baby, so I'm super thankful. She's eating my earbud right now. I'm super thankful for what I have right now, because I've been able to hold my sick baby all day while I've worked. I mean, how amazing is that, right? But I wanted to interject because I want to touch on what Scott and Kim are talking about. And I don't know everyone who is in this group, but there are pages and pages of people who are on the Zoom right now. And what I want to tell you is that what these leaders are doing right now in this moment is heartfelt. And there are not many leaders who will show up and who will say, hey guys, guess what? I've made a mistake. I've messed up. I have your best interest at heart. And I wanted to interject because what you guys said was awesome, but I wanted to really go more in depth to explain to everyone watching how amazing that is. Because you will have top leaders who will never accept their faults. They will never own up to, oh man, we messed up there, or we messed up here, or I shouldn't have acted that way. And really, I just really wanted to help, and I just didn't know how to go about it. So I just really wanted to commend you two for coming on here and being honest and being authentic and being genuine, because that's not, oh gross, that's not, that comes few and far between. And for all of those of you who are on here watching right now, you are very, very lucky. You are very blessed because your leaders care and they have passion. They are fueled by a desire to change your life. And so I want to reiterate that these two right here have your best interest at heart, and they will do everything that is in their capabilities to help change your life. So I didn't want to interrupt, but I did.
Thank you, Wendy. Wendy likes making me cry. I think that's her deal today. Oh. So, as you know, Wendy's the one that really kind of helped me today get through this rough patch, because it bothered me a lot all weekend, and I knew I screwed up and I didn't know how to fix it. And she kind of told me, you got to own it. You got to, like, you know, get in there and let people know. And I tried to make amends with every single person today. That was my job today, is make amends and fix things and do it right, because I do care. And if I didn't care, guys, you guys all know that I would just be like, whatever, and move on. And I can't do that. I can't do it alone, right? You all know that. I can try. I can run away. I can start over. What good is that going to do? It's not going to help any of my friends. The whole reason I did this is for my friends first, right? All of you. So.
And you guys, this is a journey. This is a journey. I mean, this is a moment where your leaders are being authentic in front of you, and you get to have some grace for them, because not everyone has the humility to be able to say, you know what, I screwed up, please forgive me, or I'm doing the best I can. I know I'm not perfect, but I'm doing the best I can, the best way I know how, and I'm committed to learning how to do it better. And so this is a moment where you get to have grace for them and for any leader. I mean, you guys, we are all on a journey. It's not like we were like spit out of the womb, all network marketing pros here. Like, I didn't even know the industry existed until 13 years ago, right? Like, we're all on a journey. Every single one of us. We are on a professional journey. We are on a personal journey. We're on an emotional journey, a mental journey, a physical journey, and we are here to have grace for other people. And so I just want to ask that everyone be kind, be respectful, but yet at the same time, be passionate and lovingly move forward and be excited and have some tenacity and drive, because this is where you're supposed to be. Every single person who's on this Zoom right here, right now, this is exactly where you're supposed to be. And this is where your future is supposed to go. And so listen up, show up, take notes, take daily inspired action, because I can promise you this business will change your life, but only if you will allow it to. Okay, I'm done. I'll be quiet. You can take over.
Thank you, Wendy. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
And you know, right along the same lines of what she's talking about, you guys all know that Ashley, my little sister, up in by the Tampa area, hit her 200K this weekend, and we went out to celebrate. And Ashley's story of up and down and back and forth and wanting to give up, and 5 kids, and you know, she's just very tenacious and passionate, and I love her, and Kim loves her, and we're super proud of her. So I wanted to bring her on because she had her story published was this morning? Yesterday, about not giving up and the ups and downs. So Ashley, if you could come on and tell everyone what it's like to finally get to a level and what it takes of teamwork and love from you and from everyone on your team in order to make that happen and get other people where they need to be. Can you talk about that a little bit?
I can. I'm sitting by my sign. I haven't left it by my side. Okay. So you guys, I have actually been doing this for 3 years as of yesterday. Yesterday was my 3-year anniversary. And when I came into this, I had absolutely no intention of promoting. I was a Beachbody coach at the time, and someone introduced me to it. I was in a really bad spot in my life. I was really depressed. I had just had my 5th child. I was going through a lot of marriage issues, and I had just basically got to a point. I said, I'm never going to feel like myself again. And my ex kept pushing the fact, as soon as the baby hits 3 months, you're going back to work. You're going back to work. I went to college to be a teacher, and it made me cry every day, thinking about that I was going to have to go back to teaching and leave my kids and spend more time with my kids in my classroom for $30,000 a year here in Florida versus, getting to spend it with my own babies. My first day thriving, it blew my socks off. And I remember saying, okay, I want this. And the girl who signed me up, my upline nurse, she was like, you're going to promote. And I said, oh, no, I'm not. She said, oh, yes, you are. Let's be honest. I'm a little bit of a pushover. So I said, okay, I'll promote. And it took off very quickly for me in the beginning. I started losing all this weight. I started feeling great. My self-confidence started growing back. And it was within 29 days of the company I had received my auto bonus. Well, my upline now in the company is Dana Chuva. And Dana Chuva had hit 200K by 6 months in the company. So we're all like, yep, we're going to be 200K in this company. We are doing this. 6 months comes. And guess what? I wasn't even 12K anymore, guys. I had dropped down to a 4K. And I just remember so many people around me quitting. So many people always, like, what it seemed like with me, my upline at the time, my upline passed away about a year and a half ago, unfortunately. But she had a very strong personality, and she either loved you or she hated you, and she did not care if you thought that or not. But it was like everyone wanted to almost blame her and our uplines for not succeeding. Constantly, it was, well, I'm not to this rank because my upline's not helping me. I'm not to this because my upline this. And I've never really had that mentality at all. If I wanted something bad enough, I was going to get it. And I knew that my passion was so strong for this company that I go from this like boring stay-at-home mom to all of a sudden I'm working a mobile-based business. Now, mind you guys, one of the top points yesterday that I could so relate to, one of the leaders was saying how so many of us in this industry have unsupportive spouses. And it really, really brings us down to the point of us feeling like we have to give up on our dreams or have to quit. My situation after losing my upline in this company, her passing away, was exactly that. My now soon-to-be ex-husband said to me, you're only at 12K. Like, you will never, ever make it to the top of the company. So you need to pick. It's me or your company. And I called Dana Chuba crying my eyes out. And I said, Dana, I'm getting divorced. Like, this is my passion. I love this company. I love my team so much. And I'm allowed to have dreams. And that's when it hit me. Like, since 18, I've been married and never been allowed to have my own dreams. Never been allowed to do what I want in that aspect. So I'm going through a divorce right now. Just letting y'all know, I'm not doing too bad by myself. Just bought my first house. And my kids are doing absolutely amazing. But you guys, this has not been easy at all. There has been so many rough patches, so many times where I could have quit and just given up. I have had so many promoters quit on me. So many people that I have bent over backwards for, given full 12K teams in placement to, that have done nasty things to me, that have quit on me. You name it. I could have just quit at any point in time because that's the easy thing to do when it feels like you're not getting to that next rank quick enough. That's the easy thing to do when you feel like, well, this person in the company pissed me off, so I'm quitting. That the person above you, below you, on your team, it has nothing to do with your success. Absolutely nothing. You are in charge of your success. You're in charge of how hard you want to push yourself. I would have quit damn years ago if it were up to other people and how I was going to roll in this company. And I've never given up. You have to remember that when people join you, not everyone is going to have the same mindset as you. Not everyone's going to feel as passionate about you with this company. So you have to find those rock stars that are willing to run with you. And I'm right now beyond blessed to have so many of those people on my team who are just willing to run with me and wanting to do this. But you guys, if you think about it, 3 years sounds like a long time. But going up on that stage this weekend and receiving my 200K sign that like I'm madly in love with at this point in my life, like I was so excited for it. It was like just the validation of not the sign, but working so hard for it. And when I look back, 3 years, you guys, has gone and come so fast. So it's like, dedicate 3 years of my life to my business and my team and hit 200K, the highest rank in our company. Was it worth it? Absolutely. Because if I would have given up a year or 2 years ago, where would I be right now? Most likely teaching, absolutely miserable. And now that I'm going through a divorce, I would have to probably work a second job on the weekends and never see my little ones, because as a teacher, I wasn't making very much. I am able now to stay home with my babies. Well, most of them are in school, aside from my 3-year-old. Earn a 6-figure income, guys, from my phone. We're in basically the best company ever. Our products are gold. Everything about our company is gold. It's your success is determined by you and what you want. I have known Skim and Scott. I merged your names like a celebrity. I'm tired, guys. I've been grinding all week and working my butt off. Sorry. I just got home. I have known them for a few years, and Scott loves you guys more than anything and can do. When we went to dinner on Saturday night to celebrate my 200K, they were just talking to me about you guys, and they want more than anything for you guys to pull together and work together. They want to see you guys achieve ranks and stuff. Like, Scott intimidated me at first when I met him too. I'm like, he's scary. He's not, though. He's like a big teddy bear, but I think he pushes so hard because he sees the vision that I see. And the vision is, you guys, we are in the right place at the right time with this company. And you're either going to hop on it and you're going to take the ride and you're going to go to the top, or you're going to complain and make excuses and you're just going to stay exactly where you're at. And I think each and every one of you on this call, you're on here for a reason. You're going to have regrets if you're not pushing the hell out of your business right now. Like Scott said, we're going to love you where you are, and that's fine. But you are silly not to see the vision and push because of where this company is heading to. Your leaders are just wanting the best for you. And as a leader, I can tell you it is so frustrating to see the potential in people, and the potential what our company is offering us makes it so easy for us to succeed and go to the top in this business. Sorry, I'm having to check on my children in the bathtub. They're like my teenagers in there. They're being like really loud though. So really and truly, I know you can get pissed at Scott or Kim, or you can get pissed at your upline. My upline before she passed away, she could be as nasty to me. Like, you guys think Scott can be a Grinch? You guys have not seen anything. My upline literally could be like mean. Scott is not mean. He likes to push. He is a pusher. And then I feel like even though Kim likes to push, Kim likes to encourage. Like, she's like that encourager, and that's me. But there has to be a middle point. Like, they're not your leaders if they're not pushing you to the next limit. If they're not cheering you on to the next level, then like, what are they there for? That's our job. We're not your boss. Like they said, we're not here to dictate you or be nasty to you, but we are here to like run with you, and we want to see you succeed. So when we see someone sitting on the bench, we're like, hello, get up and run with us. Like, I'm just telling you guys, if a single mommy of 5 who literally is like running around like a crazy woman every day can get to the highest rank in our company, then each and every one of you on this call could do it. Like, absolutely no excuses. And I don't do excuses on my team at all. So at least your leader probably might be a little bit nicer than me, because I don't accept them.
They know I'm not nicer than you. But thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Ash.
You're welcome.
Guys, it's just Ashley fitted into her day with all those kids, with her baseball team of children that she'll stop having right now, I guess, because no guy's good enough. But otherwise,
yeah,
we'd like to get on a little bit with some of the topics that were covered on the training yesterday. The training blew me away. First and foremost, they introduced the first 8-figure earner ever, our upline, Maria Dillard. 8 figures, guys. This company is starting on our 6th year. She's made over $10 million. Like, if that doesn't blow you away, I can't understand what does. Like, $10 million in less than 6 years. Do you think anyone in her family has to work again? But Maria went to work today. I can guarantee you that. because her family's set. And that's where we need to get. If we stay on this trip, this train is craziness. And I see my friends moving up the ladder, and I see you guys, I see where you can be if you are ready. So she's right. I do push, and maybe sometimes it's too much. Again, don't be afraid to tell me it's too much. I'm good. Let's see, what else did we have? Cheyenne. You guys all know I love Cheyenne. Her and I are good friends. And she said some things that really hit home. Thrive finds each of us for a reason. My reason is different from your reason, than Kim's reason, than Wendy, than Ashley. It's just different. What you choose to do with it is up to you. Everyone is a potential thriver, and never prejudge anyone. I know I've told you guys this 100 times, but it is really crazy the people that I've met that are thrivers, and I go, really? You just wouldn't, you wouldn't guess. And people that I have prejudged and said, they probably can't afford it, or they're not interested in it, that have actually called me or texted me and said, hey, how do I order? Like, they don't even want any information anymore because they watch me and they go, how do I order? And they order right away. And I go, damn it. Like, I am missing the boat by not, like, by judging people. I'm screwing myself. Luckily, several of them have ordered on their own and came to me. But I've had plenty of people come to a bunch of you because I didn't bring it up.
We had somebody a month ago out of the blue message both of us, hey, how do I get started on this? You guys look great. And that was, we met him seven or 8 years ago when we owned the bar in Winchendon. And we were both, I mean, he saw us, we were a hot mess back then. So, you know, people notice and they pay attention to what you're posting. So,
yeah, the other thing she said with that is if you don't share it, someone else will. And you guys all know that happens. Your friends are going to start thriving with or without you. Your family is going to start thriving with or without you. Your neighbors. You're going to go to the grocery store and you're going to see people with a DFT and go, damn it, why did I miss them? And it's a horrible thing to feel, but it's going to happen because it's happened to all of us. So show off your DFT and send people free information. I love that she says that. I've been using that all weekend here, and not one person has ever said no. I have so many email addresses to add tomorrow so they get their $25 credit. I've just said, what was your last name? What's your email? I'm going to set you up with a free account and send you some free information. And they all go, okay, great. Done deal. I have so many to add, and it's the easiest thing I've ever done. Every Uber driver that we got, except for the crazy one where I had to sit way in the back with Ashley, but that's a whole nother story. Let's see, Natasha Roberson, venting on social media. You all know I used to do it all the time. I don't do it anymore at all. Be proud, be positive, and be a thriver. Represent this company. Because as Dustin Bland said, your social media is your business card. And whatever you put out on social media is what you're saying about yourself. You want to be a whiner? You want to be a complainer? Do you want those kind of people to follow you? That's what's going to happen when you stop venting on social media. I will promise you that. I had so many people that used to love my rants and vents, and they were miserable people because that's what I was attracting when I was miserable. And it's fact.
you know, and touching on what Dustin said too, you know, if what you're posting isn't working, change it up. You know, if you're posting at 7 a.m. every day, maybe 7 a.m. isn't working for you. Change the time you're posting. You know, people want to know who Ricky Perla is or Ricky Prince, you know. Show
Ricky
people,
Prince.
yeah. Oh, sorry, Rick Prince.
Actually, I think
No,
people
you're
do.
right.
Yeah,
No,
I was going to say, I think people do call him Ricky.
You know, show people what you're like. They want to know you. Me, I take selfies, or I take selfies of the dog, or I take selfies with the dog when she sits still. I mean, that's me. And then I have my positivity post. But just be you. Let them get to know who you are, because like Scott said, that is your business card, and that's what's going to get them to buy you as a person.
Right. Billy Holderby. Billy always has amazing advice. If you guys aren't following Billy, you're doing yourself an injustice, especially guys, because he talks to the guys. What's the perfect message when you're messaging or texting people? The perfect one is the one you send. It's better than not sending anything. That's key. All he's saying is reach out to people. I don't care if it's text, three-way message on Facebook, a phone call, whatever it is, whatever gets to people, that's what you need to do. Be engaged. Find your top 50 list. Comment on people's stuff. Make a relationship with those people. But don't be too afraid to ask about Thrive and take too long. Billy talked about someone that he was trying to be friendly with forever. I guess he said
8
it was
months.
8 months. He was trying to be friendly with them, and they were talking about being a pharmaceutical rep and how they hated their job. And he's like, ha, I got her. And guess what? She's already been a Thriver for 4 months. So he completely wasted his time trying to prospect this person because she's already a Thriver and she does not want to promote.
So not everybody posts what they do on social media. So what I found works for me, and I don't know if this will work for you, but if I see somebody posting all kinds of positive stuff, I'm like, hey, are you a Thriver? One way to, start the conversation and see how that works.
And the last thing I wanted to go over real quick was Moria. What you do when you get a new promoter. Her little training message, I know we have a graphic that she made with her training call on it. I believe it's in Elise's vault. If you guys can't find it, message me, I'll send it over to you. But every person on this team, every new promoter you add, you should send them that at the very minimum. I know a lot of you always say, well, they don't need a welcome call and they don't want to do this and they don't want to do that. That's perfectly fine. But at the bare minimum, they should listen to that call so they know what they're doing. We have a lot of promoters that have joined that say they don't want a welcome call and they don't want to do the chats and they don't want to post on Facebook. That's perfect. But they also are very uncompliant or non-compliant. They push people pretty hard because they think they're trying to sell it and they don't understand how we do things as a company, which is a bad representation for us as a whole, for you as an upline, and for us as a team. So as long as they have the basics and they can just listen to Maria's call whenever they feel like it. I don't care if it's 2 o'clock in the morning. You dial in and listen. It's recording. It's perfect.
One thing I did was I actually have it saved in my phone. I have that, and then I have the 24-hour corporate call saved in my phone as well. Then that way you can just text it to your new promoters. It's so simple to do it that way. Anybody that has an iPhone, it's easy. You can share your contacts. And I find for me, sometimes when I'm in my car, I'll just put it on and listen to it because it's nice to get a refresher.
Let's see. Do you want to talk about that last thing that we did before?
Yeah. So
Kendra?
Yeah. So Kendra, I believe it was Kendra who said this, and pretty much everybody talked about this. The biggest thing that I remember, or that most people talked about, was their why. And we need to remember why we're doing this. And a lot of times I forget why I'm doing this. I wake up in the morning and I do whatever I need to do. And then I get to a point where I might get a little frustrated and I forget why I'm doing this. Sometimes I think it's just easier for me to do it. But then I remember why I started and what this will mean for my family and I, once things come together and once we all grow as a team. So remember why you're doing this. What's your reason? Write it down. Look at it every single day because that should be your inspiration. That should be the reason why you jump out of bed every morning excited to start your day. That's the reason why we're all doing this, because we want a better lives for not only us, for our friends, for our family, and everyone around us. The other thing too is don't let the biggest reason why you're doing this be the biggest reason why you can't. We all have things that come up in our life that we have to do. And I think sometimes it's easy for us to make excuses as to why we can't do things. And I'll be honest with you, when Madeline had softball, there were some days when I'm like, I can't take this call because I'm in a softball game. But then there were other days when I'm like, you know what, in the middle of her game and I'm taking a call because you know what, it was important. And I know that we all need to find that healthy balance and just make sure that, we remember why we're doing this and not to, what am I looking for? Not to let the why be the reason why we can't.
Yeah, just remember sometimes, and again, it's up to you, but sometimes those little excuses that we use can turn into bigger excuses as we go down. And again, it's your decision, so don't take it personal. But a little sacrifice here may mean a huge deal for your family in the near future.
You know, and like, for instance, you have a jam-packed day, maybe get up 10 minutes earlier or go to bed 10 minutes later so you can get in that call. And, you know, don't ever put yourself last, especially in this business, because that will hurt you.
Or ask for help.
Yeah. And, you know, work on you, on your personal development. I know when I do my personal development, it really helps me so much. And I think it just helps me clear my mind, and it helps me grow as a leader too, because when I'm feeling good about myself, I'm feeling good about everything. And another thing that really hit me was get crystal clear on the vision and why you said yes. If you're not crystal clear on your vision, you're never going to get to where you need to be. You're going to continue to stumble. And I'm telling you, my vision board is a year old, and I'm embarrassed to say that, because we actually, when we built our office, we did a cork board, and it's ready. It's blank. There's nothing on it. And I know I need to work on that. I need to wake up every day and see what my vision is and know where I'm going, because right now, I mean, I know where I want to be, but my path isn't clear because I'm not focused. So for me, I need to rein myself in and get focused and regroup. And the only way for you to fail is if you give up on yourself. I've been doing this for a little over 2 years now. And, you know, we all have those days when we want to throw in the towel and we think it's hard, you know, but it is hard, but it doesn't have to be. You know, we have a team. We have a team of amazing people, and we all support each other, and we all work together. We can all help each other grow and get to the next level.
That's the only way we're going to do it, is if we all work together. Everyone's got a paddle in that boat, or we're going to run aground, and we don't want that for anyone. So don't be hard on yourself, and don't get frustrated with yourself, because I'm telling you, I have those days, but I get up, I dust myself off, and I move forward. And when we do that, when we all move forward together, we all grow, and we all achieve those goals that we want, and we all get to where we want to be. So the last thing I want to go over before we go is failure to plan is planning to fail. Use your calendar blocking, stay organized. You will find you are really not as busy as you think, and there's times you can fit 10 minutes in here or there where you thought, I just don't have time for this. If you do that, I promise you, you will find time that was missing or lost. And it's okay to take a break. Seriously. Hey, dude, I need a half an hour to kind of collect. That's okay. Working is important. Working on you is also work. If you need time to read and journal about what you read, guess what? That's work. That's okay. Because if your head's not right, I promise you the work you're doing isn't really going anywhere. You guys all see that. I'm pretty sure most of you know when my head's not on right, because I'm not me. And that's not good for anyone, including myself.
You know, it's funny. I was super organized, and then I'm not really sure what happened. I got unorganized, and I stopped using my paper planner. And as soon as I get back, I'm going to use it again. But Samantha Paisley said it best. The 5 P's. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. So if you're prepared for what you have to do, your performance is going to be great. You know, if you set up your day, you know, the night ahead of time and say, you know what, well, I have to work. I have my 9-to-5 job, but maybe I can fit in a few emails on my lunch break, or, you know what, after I put the kids to bed, I can reach out to people, or, you know, just plan for your day. She's so cute. Yeah, just try and plan for your day. I can tell you I was a lot more productive, and it was difficult for me to start the paper planner, but I did it, and I felt really great that week and accomplished, and I got a lot done. So, you know, totally up to you if you want to try the paper planner thing, but definitely prepare for your days, and it'll go a little more smoothly, I think.
Perfect. Guys, we're always here for you. Send a message, text, whatever. get a hold of us. You guys should all have my number, Kim's number. If you don't, hit us on Facebook, grab it from somebody, that's fine. The one thing we did not go over tonight, and it's because Elise has her Operation Bomb Strategy Zoom at 8:30. I just didn't go over the whole thing because I know Elise has ridiculous information about this, and I want you to hear it from the boss herself. And I use that word as kind of joking, but you know, she's our leader for a reason, and she's amazing, and I know she's going to have the best strategy to get all of us there. And Kim and I will be on it, and we'll be watching, and she will have it on her YouTube probably later on tonight or tomorrow for those of you that can't be on. I know, Rick, I don't know what state you're in, brother, but be safe. I know you're driving and paying attention. So I see you looking ahead. That's good. And everyone else that jumped on, thank you so much. We love all you guys. And
I just want to share one more thing. Tomorrow is May 1st, so you know what that means? Any goals that you have, shoot them on over to us privately, and let's start working on those.
I want to see more 4Ks and 12Ks this month because you guys all deserve that $4,000 and $12,000 bonus for your family, right? Absolutely. Let's break everybody. All right. Thank you, guys. Have a great night.
Good night, guys.
Thank you.